Hi, long time no see. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. I'm just gonna light some incense, open up our space, cleanse the energy, the vibe, you know. I want us to feel as comfortable as possible while we enter this space. Thank you, Father God. Thank you, angels above. Thank you, white light that would like to come through at this time. Thank you to our spirit teams. Thank you, Santa Muerte. Thank you for providing any messages that you can at this time. Hi, everybody. Hi, guys tuning in. Just cleansing our energy. If you'd like to take some deep breaths with me before we begin, feel free. Hi. In with the good. And release at your own pace, out with the bad. We do 3 here for good luck, so 2 more. In with the good. And release at your own pace, out with the bad. And one final one, in with the good. And release at your pace, out with the bad. Thank you guys for joining me in that if you did, or just sitting here for being a part of that. Oh, it's been a minute. It has been a minute, my darlings. I'm gonna discuss a little bit more of like where I've been, what I've been doing, those kinds of things in the next live, but this one I want to be just like as a testing the water situation. My whole heart, but I want to use this as a testing the water situation because it's Cancer season, and Cancer, you know, is ruled by the moon, is ruled by Mother Mama. Hold on, thank you. It's ruled by the mom, right? And so it's a little wishy-washy. It's a little testy. It's got you up one way, down the next way. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to test the waters to see if what I've been doing has been working. You know what I'm saying? Because we go through lessons, we learn lessons, we go through things, right? But we then have to apply ourselves to the situation, right? So this is me applying myself and my newfound knowledge and my newfound whatever I've been going through, right? A little hair change, which has been over a week, but I haven't been on social media, so it's like, I did it for me, you know? I didn't want it to be like, I did it for social media. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Much different than I had anticipated this live. So this is your guys' energy, like giving it to me. I love it. I thank you. I appreciate you. I've missed you. But I was a little bit like in my own head and had some stuff to work through, and I'll talk about that in the next live. But this one is a breaking the ice moment. I'm going to be doing a reading for their karma. Yes. The person you are thinking of, their karma. The people you are thinking of, their karma. And this is not to be petty. That's why I put in the title, their karma, respectfully. Because I want to do this in a way that it is you getting the information that you need and you getting the information that you deserve, because they're not going to give it to you. You know what I'm saying? Also, this is like helpful for some people. And I don't want us to come off as petty or evil, because Spirit has been showing me some signs, some messages of their karma and what they're going through. Please take that as it resonates. You'll know who I'm talking about for your own specific story. I'm not here to paint the story for you, you know what I'm saying? But they are getting their karma. I've been talking about this for a little while. Now is the time to really discuss it. So let's go into some of the channeling that they were bringing through to me a couple days ago of coyotes versus dogs. And I want to discuss this a little bit. So recently I started watching the show on Hulu called Housebroken, which is not something I ever thought I would watch because it's an animated series about a dog who leads a therapy group, which I also really highly relate to. Now, I am not the type to be into those kinds of things, but it caught me. It was funny. It provided a place of solace for my discomfort, and it helped to numb some of the pain that I was dealing with. Much healthier alternative to what I was doing, but again, we're not going to talk about that now. We'll get to that. Okay, Housebroken though, the dog's name is Honey. It's on Hulu. It's like a weekly recurring thing. Anyway, her helping with all of the like therapy stuff. She's a dog, has a dog situation. You'll see where I'm going with this the more that the story continues. There's a coyote that shows up in the situation because the coyote is more lusty, the coyote is more attractive, the coyote is more sought after. The coyote becomes the third party situation. And we'll talk about third party situations a little bit throughout this, but I don't love that. I'll know what the key sign indicators are that show up on the table if it arises, okay? But there is a coyote in the midst, or a coyote around the energy field. But it feels like for some of you, if this is a connection, this is a person, this is a relationship, it was meant to be loyal dog situation. For you, it was like a loyal dog situation. You were very loyal to this person. You were very committed to this person, for some of you very early, very quickly. However, for them, they got a sense of security from the power, from the love, from the unconditional treatment and proper treatment and love that you were giving to them. They got very comfortable with that, very secure in that. So they expanded their circle. Does this all make sense? You catch where I'm going? They expanded their circle because they knew that they would always have you, but they would like to look around and see if there are other bones out there for them to chew on. Very abstract, but you'll get it. So they have expanded the circle. And now it's almost as if some of you've been in separation for a long time. This could be relationship oriented, this could be friends oriented. You feel it for yourself, right? But I'm trying not to like tap into connection, but ultimately, if we're worried about the karma of somebody else, it's probably going to be a romantic connection, okay? However, this person's now getting their karma because they thought they could have their cake and eat it too. And for some of you, they did choose someone else during the stagnation, during the separation, during this part where you thought that you had a connection, but they didn't, okay? So we're gonna tap into that. It's a lot. It's a lot. You always make me think of this one person. Well then, that's what we're talking about clearly if you keep getting the same signs. Okay, so let's go. Let's do it. I will let you know that I feel like my intuition and my reading has gotten a lot better over the couple of weeks. It's been a couple of weeks, so this is just me testing the waters. Spirit, what would you like to bring through for the person, their karma at this time? What do you have to tell me? Wombat spirit, be at home. I heard homewrecker. For some of you, this person, you and this person shared a home. You and this person, you felt like home with each other, right? And to you, it was a sense of security, that sense of security we were talking about. But they abused it. And I don't mean it in a physical, nasty way. I mean it in an emotionally abusive way. So me picking up on what they have done to you can help me to describe to you the karma that they are going through, right? Because it is their karma to be inflicted the same kind of pain that you felt. It is their karma to feel like their sense of security is being ripped away from them. And I say that in the most respectfully, like tactful way that I can possibly put it, because I mean no harm and no ill will toward this person. I'm simply just giving you the information so that way you feel a little bit more comfortable in the situation, because you deserve something that makes you feel whole and deserve someone who makes you feel at home, right? Sorry, there's a lot of emotion here. I didn't expect to pick up on this amount of emotion, but it honestly makes sense for you to be curious about their karma, why you'd be so like in tune with this kind of an emotion. Hi everyone tuning in. Spirit, what else can you tell me about their karma? I did this reading beforehand, just like off camera, and it was like a general collective message of like crows being a good spirit guide for you. So if you're seeing crows, know that this is them getting their karma. Because the way I think of crows is like, to us as humans, they're not really like intense or like scary. I mean, they're just birds, right? But in the animal world and like the bird world, I feel like crows are like a nasty kind of a bird, you know? Like they all kind of like group together, they feed off of like scraps, those kinds of things. So if you're seeing crows, it means this person is getting their karma and you have nothing you need to do about it. Here we have set the boundaries. This is a collective reading for your person's karma. If it resonates, but please don't force it to fit into your situation. We have Armadillo Spirit here of set healthy boundaries. This is their karma too. They're being asked to set healthy boundaries. A lot of their boundaries are being like broken wide open. Some of you, the people that you've been dealing with, the people that you're thinking of, their karma is, I'm gonna try to paint this in a situation for you that makes the most sense, because the way they're showing it to me is a little like different. Your person, or the people that we're talking about, almost chose a completely different life than you, chose a completely different narrative than you, chose like a completely different group of people than you, because they would rather associate themselves with that person than you. I'm only telling you this because this way it makes sense for you. I'm not telling you this for you to feel bad or to be hurt within yourself, because ultimately, at the end of the day, who cares? We're going to talk about the art of letting go and mastering letting go, because that's what I've been doing, and I would love to teach you more about letting go because it's been super helpful for me. However, this person chose a completely different lifestyle. But I'm getting from spirit that it was the wrong choice. They thought it was aligned to this path, but in reality, sorry, I'm forgetting my words, tied and tongue twisted, but in reality, this person or these people programmed themselves to believe that this is the life that they needed, that this is the life that they wanted, that this is the life that was always for them, and these are the people who would help them get there. No. They're in for a real rude awakening if they're not already going through the awakening right now, is what I'm here to tell you. So set healthy boundaries. That's what you're learning to do. It's definitely what they're learning to do. Very interesting. Let's get one more for their karma before I do some tarot. Let's see. Oh my god, I literally saw a group of crows in my garden today. Whoever hurt you, know that they're being hurt now at this time. And I don't like being the one to like spread this message. That's why I've been kind of like holding this back in a little bit, because I don't want to cause drama. But obviously, like, this is why I was testing the waters of like drama kind of sells, right? We're in this era of like drama has entertainment to it, has entertainment value. And at the end of the day, I am an entertainer. I have to hold your entertainment. I have to hold your attention while I read cards to you and deliver messages. So there's a little bit of it that becomes entertaining. I can't just sit up here and hold cards and be like, yeah, this is it, and not provide a little bit of entertainment at the same time. So this is, yeah, very that. Okay. Beautiful. Take the lead. Take the lead. That's actually a really positive, powerful message for me to like wrap up the oracle part of this message. Because with take the lead, stag spirit, the person, the people you're being like connected to, for some of them it's not this deep. I am seeing like a crescent moon, so there are some deep challenges. For some of them it's not as deep as like their whole world being shifted. For some of them, it's just them being nudged in your direction, nudged back towards you. For some, it's back towards. For some, this is a completely like new opportunity with like new jobs, new people, new friends, new romantic connections for some of you, and that'll resonate if you've been like looking for that, right? For those of you who are looking for something to come back to you, their karma is to be pushed back to you only if you have done the healing for yourself and have been open to this process of healing, I'm keep hearing the twin flame journey, so some of you are on a twin flame journey. That will resonate for some of you, and that is part of this process. I'm trying not to like, you know, use semantics of it all, because at the end of the day we can all benefit from different messages at different times. But for some of you, you are on the twin flame journey, and this is part of like the masculine being driven home to you, right? Getting that huge wake-up call, getting the understanding of, oh my god, this feels like home to me. Whereas I've been searching for home in everybody else, because it feels like naturally the energetic shift here that I'm like feeling is that you, whoever you are watching this, getting the reading for the person who we're talking about, right? You have become more powerful. You have become more strong. You have become more of yourself, and you've been pulling back more of those energies that you gave to everybody else, that you gave to a romantic partner. And you're rediscovering this like version of yourself, which is really powerful, really important, really vital to your character growth. But by doing that, it now allows this, well, for some, I don't mean to get petty, but for some, this person's going to be like, oh my god, like everything's gonna be like ripped away from them energetically, because they were using you as a catalyst. They were using everything that they got from you as a means to like go out and be themselves. And it's not even them being themselves, it was just like them using your love and your energy, your attention, and everything that they had with you and everything that you taught them to use it for other means. It's very manipulative, if I'm going to be honest with you. I will, because it feels like for a lot of you, they left you in the past, they put you on a back burner, they put you in the friend zone, or they said, I'm not ready for a relationship, I don't think I'm going to be ready for a relationship. A couple months later, they turned around and are in a relationship, actively searching relationships out. And you're like, but you told me that that wasn't going to happen. But you told me that you weren't ready for a relationship. You see where I'm going with this? So now their karma is to be, some of you have a really powerful spirit team, and they have a beautiful way of putting words, because this is them just like channeling it through to me. So thank you all for that. But yeah, that's really what it is. Like, you just have, your spirit team is sick of the situation. Your spirit team is tired of you giving and giving and giving and giving and giving and giving and giving to this person, even though you and this person aren't even energetically connected. For some of you, you and this person are not actually energetically connected. You haven't had conversation, you haven't spoken in months, years. There is no tie there, right? But for some reason, you still feel stuck to it. You still feel like you can't move on from it. I get it. I understand it. And so that's why they're going through their karma. They're being pushed to take the lead. Very interesting stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Let's pull the tarot. My poor spirit team. I felt you. I felt you on that. Oh, loves, it's good to be back. I'm gonna be fully back next week, though, just so we know. Like, fully back, hopefully. It's been a minute. I have some new readings to introduce to the channel, to the page, to my YouTube channel as well. I will try to post this on YouTube just in case, but recently my YouTube videos from TikTok have not been working. So the audio is not matching up with my actual lips. So there's a problem of like the uploading. So if that doesn't fix itself in the next couple of times of me uploading, I'm just going to do specific YouTube content versus specific TikTok content. So if you aren't on my YouTube channel, please click the link in the bio and go check that out. But yeah, that's that. Y'all are so cute. How have you been? I would love to chat with you to see how you're doing, because this karma situation, it's a little bit more intense than I thought. See, to me, it was just them showing me a picture. But now getting out here and now doing it, that cup is so pretty. Aw, thank you. Very into like leopard print, very into the animal print of it all. I'm wearing pants that have hummingbirds on them currently, so. Thank you for the follow. This is a collective reading if anybody's just like tuning in or just jumping on for their karma. We're doing it as respectfully as possible, not trying to start any drama or anything like that, but just giving you messages that you may need to hear at this time. I love you too, cutie. I just saw that. I do offer personal readings now that I'm like reading that and like seeing that. I do offer personal readings, and I'll be opening that back up again. Not to sound like a robot, but my Hey Hero readings are $30 for 2 to 3 minutes. They end up being about 4 minutes because I have a lot to say and I can't shut up. So that is in the link in my bio as well if you'd like to get a short little mini session with me through Hey Hero. Or you can find me on Instagram at Chandler Maston. Also, link is in the bio, and we can do personal readings set up that way. I've decided for the month of July, I'm only offering readings that are face-to-face, like FaceTime lives, or the Instagram video chat is an option as well, which works out really, really well for me and my clients, but I'll only be accepting those. And it is a 15-minute reading face-to-face for $66.66, or a 30-minute face-to-face for $90. So that's just what I'm doing. That's just it for the month of July. If you're interested in that, find me on Instagram or go to Hey Hero. Oh, judgment. Judgment. What a card to talk about for karma. What is judgment? It's karma. What is, like, judgment literally is the karma of it all. I'm hearing justice as well. 7 of Swords in the bottom of the deck. Some sneaky behavior. Okay, so Spirit wants to channel this message to me through For You Collective whenever you're seeing this at this time. It's almost as if your spirit team has kind of allowed you to be a little bit more resentful towards the people or the person that we're talking about for this karmic situation. It feels like Spirit has almost been like, almost egging you on when you're in those moments of like, yeah, I hope they get theirs, or yeah, I hope everything just like doesn't work out for them. Like, I'm a good ass person. They're really losing out on me. They're really missing out. All of this. Whenever you're feeling those things, you're kind of like egging it on, right? It's your ego being a little bit bruised. So Spirit's been kind of like guiding you in that because they know that this person really effed up and like really hurt you, and they want to help the situation, right? Judgment call. But now that you have that information, and now that you have the information that this person is receiving their karma, you can't be doing that anymore. You can't be doing that anymore. You gotta hold yourself back and try to find like peace, love, and light, and letting go of it all, which I know is much easier said than done. But you will feel so much better, lighter, and enjoy more of life by doing that. Okay. Judgments in a karma reading, honey. That's how you know it's here. Oh. I said if I saw the third party situation show up that I would discuss it. And guess what? It's here. It's here, and how do I know it's here? Now, before we dive into this, when I say third party situation, I don't always mean it's another person. Because for me, in this karmic situation, I was shown this in a vision from Spirit of how to identify a karmic situation that is third-party energy, that is toxic, that is not good for you in a reading. And this is what they showed me. The Three of Pentacles with the Devil. Now, it doesn't have to be a person. It could be work. Because sometimes work becomes a third-party energy when they're spending more time at work, or when they're focusing all of their energy and time and effort into work and not connection. Doesn't have to be another person. For some of you, it will be another person. Why do I say that though? I only say that with the Three of Pentacles in a karmic reading, especially when the Devil comes out, which is toxic, which is obsessive. For some of you, this is a channeled message that I got a few days ago. They're obsessed with you, and they don't know why they're obsessed with you. And for some of you, like, I know they're obsessed with me, but like, why? They don't communicate with me. They're not actually checking. They're not actually talking to me. I have no idea what's going on in this person's life. We haven't spoken in months. What is it? Why are you so obsessed with me, Mariah Carey? But they are. It's almost as if that's part of the karma too. For them to be all up on you. I'm trying to be as respectful as possible, right? For them to just be all up in your energy, watching you on social media, seeing you succeed, checking your pictures, staring at your pictures. For some, it is a little bit creepy. I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna keep it real with you because I'm feeling some creeper energy right now. Not all of you though, it's not all like that. But we're circling back to this energy of like having his or her cake and eating it too at the same time. That is completely what this Three of Pentacles with the Devil card speaks to me. So you thought, or this person thought, that they could just work and work and work and work and work, or build connections elsewhere, because this is also a building connections card. Build connections. No matter what kind of a connection it is, we're not tapping into that, although I have the Devil energy here, and I'm sure you can understand what kind of connection would be attached to a karmic devilish energy. But this is part of the journey for a lot of you, is they chose a karmic pattern. They chose a cycle that was full of this. For some, it's like alcohol. For some, it's drugs. For some, it's partying. For some, it's sex. Like, for some of them, that's what they chose. And now they're getting all of the judgment from their family, from their spirit team, from the universe, from you for some of it, right? But we're not going to do that anymore. Okay. Third party energy. Am I right? Am I right? Or am I wrong? I could be wrong. I don't think I'm wrong, but you know, not me trying to be a know-it-all. I haven't been on here in a couple weeks. It's been a minute. Okay, what else do you have for me for this person's karma, please, Spirit? What are the present actions? No thanks. What are the present actions at this time? What are the present actions at this time? Thank you. Oh, Six of Cups. Six of Cups. They can only think of you. They're having like flashbacks to all of these memories, right? That's what this Judgment card is with the Six of Cups. For some of you, they're having legitimate flashbacks. For some of you, they're having dreams or nightmares about you as well. And I only say nightmares because it's like a sudden moment, or like they wake up in like a cold sweat thinking of you because they know they've made the wrong decision, or they know they've made really piss poor decisions in their current life and they're trying to figure that out, right? But they keep thinking of you. That's the Six of Cups here. It's reconciliation energy. It's nostalgia energy. For some of you, this is, dare I say, a gift from God. And what I think I mean by that is I've been channeling this energy of rejection is God's protection. And of course it is, we know that, right? But rejection is God's protection. So in the past, this person may have rejected you even though you felt a really strong connection, or these people, it could be a group of people as well, but you felt like you needed to be a part of it, right? I do feel like it's more romantic though, so we'll go with that. You felt rejected by this person, or you were physically actually legitimately rejected with this person and not given like an opportunity or a second chance or this, that, or the third, or a chance in the beginning, like a chance at all. But this person had their guard up, and I think maybe you did too. This person had their guard up, had their walls up, and didn't want to commit. Didn't want to. They wanted everything to just be for them, be at home. This energy is giving me very lazy energy. They wanted things to just like work out for them. They were looking for a mommy, to be honest with you. Now, gender is not like a thing here, so you could be the masculine, you could be a man, and still they want you to be their mommy, right? They were never going to take the lead because they had abandonment issues that stem from childhood. Yeah, this is getting intense, right? But I mean, it is what it is. I signed up for this when I said I was going to do this reading, and when Spirit told me they were going to do this reading. So from childhood, it feels like the people that we're talking about, this person who's getting their karma out this time, did not set healthy boundaries from a childhood standpoint, and did not have healthy boundaries during their childhood, would let people walk all over them, or thought they had to fit into a certain mold and would not step away when their boundaries were overtaken or boundaries were overstepped. They just went with it because they thought that made them a stronger person. Okay, I'm only telling you this because it's helpful to the story, but it's kind of intense, yeah. And they just made some bad decisions along the road, and we do, right? Because I heard this from my girl Missy, Saltwater Heals Tarot on YouTube if you don't know her, or Missy, I think you can find her on Instagram, but she said in one of her readings like a couple weeks ago, it was, you didn't come out the cooch high-vibed either. So what are you doing judging these people when you didn't come out the cooch high-vibed either? We all go through low vibrational states. We all go through low vibrational energies and low vibrational times of our lives. And that's what this person, in the past, I feel like has been doing for the past at least the 3 months, but I'm getting like 3 years, really. Yeah, it's been more intense over the past 3 months is what they're saying to me, but over the past 3 years, this person has chosen a different path than they were meant to be set out on. The path, I feel like, was almost supposed to include you, if I'm going to be honest here, because we have the Six of Cups with the Judgment card, and so I feel like the path was almost supposed to include you. You're under the be at home energy. Okay, so let's see what's going on presently under this third party situation. Thank you, Spirit. I didn't even have to really ask, but I didn't want to ask, but I now know. So here we are. We have the Ace of Cups in the reverse and the King of Pentacles in the reverse. False promises. False promises of love, false promises regarding emotions, just a false sense of security. That is what this karmic situation has done for them. For some of them, they've lost a lot of money on this karmic situation. Could be a person, probably is a person, but it could be a habit, right? Because I just heard gambling. And I could also get gambling energy from the Devil and the Three of Pentacles, because the Three of Pentacles speaks of work, Devil speaks of obsession. So you put the pieces together, right? King of Pentacles in the reverse, somebody who was financially stable, somebody who is very like sure of himself, somebody who has a lot of value, a lot of worth. Could be an older man, does not have to be. When I see that in the reverse with the Ace of Cups, it looks like they tried to express love to somebody, this third party situation, or multiple third party situations, multiple karmic situations. They tried to express love and tried to break down their boundaries, break down their walls, be vulnerable with the wrong kind of people. People who keep them stuck in this energy of Devil, Three of Pentacles. You know, I get a little nervous not knowing if I'm gonna know what I'm reading about when I get on here, and I'm like, do I still know how to read the cards? Yes, yes I do. Just in case, I needed to clarify that for myself. Let's see what's going on in the present energy for their karma. Will there be a reconnection? Will there be a completely final hurrah from the situation? Let's see what the future holds for this person's karma. Let's see. Spirit, what can you tell me about this person's karma? Okay, that's a whole book. I love the enthusiasm, Spirit, and I love the enthusiasm from all of you, but I just don't want to read a whole book. For the future, please, what can you give me regarding this person's karma? Regarding the story? It's almost a little nerve-wracking, because this person's going to come back in for some of you and admit that they've done wrong. That is also their karma. Devil here is Saturn energy. That is also their karma on the take the lead energy. Their karma is to come back, to at least have a conversation, to express what's been going on, to see how you are. And this conversation's not going to start great, I can tell you that. But they have high hopes for the future. Okay, so let's see what comes into the future. What cards do you have for me? Thank you. Strength energy. Leo could be dealing with a Leo. Do not have to be. This could also just indicate that Leo season is what we're talking about for this future energy, which does take place, I think, July 18th, 19th, or 20th. Don't know. Depends on where you live in the world. That will begin Leo season. We do currently have Venus in Leo. Don't know why I'm discussing the astrology with you, but I am. So if you enjoy it, I hope you enjoy it. If you don't, keep scrolling. Yeah, Venus is currently in Leo, Mars is also in Leo, and then we're moving towards Leo season in Western astrology. So this could just be Leo season, which is where you finally gain all your power back. You finally are like the person you were when you first met this person. This is stunning on your part. The growth here that I'm really feeling, judgment from the Judgment card to the Six of Cups to the Strength energy, honestly, what I'm picking up on is you taking your power back and you being the person you were when you first met this person. Because for some of you, I feel like you thought you were in your prime back then, or they thought you were in your prime, but there's some energy I'm getting here of like King of Wands, Queen of Wands energy, so you both could be fire signs or both just have a lot of fire energy in your chart, but you do not have to be. To me, what I'm really getting for this King of Wands, Queen of Wands energy is that you both were in your power. You both were looking very sexy, you both were very hot, you both were very ambitious, you both were very goal-driven, very goal-oriented, you had a lot going for you, and you were not going to allow the world to phase you when you first met. However, throughout the duration of the connection, whether it actually happened or not, could be a situationship for some of you, the friendship for some of you, it did not pan out the way that you wanted it to pan out. Yeah. This person is a little bit more of greedy, devil energy. They take a lot. Spirit keeps telling me that stems from their childhood, but I don't want to give them excuses, you know, because if they took and were very greedy and very manipulative, I don't want to give them any excuses, but like we talked about, you didn't come out of the cooch high vibe. Like we all go through low vibrational energy. So please apply this to your story how it fits. Bottom of the deck energy, Three of Cups. That speaks to me of celebration. So it feels like things will get better. I now have 333 here on the table as well. 3 from the Armadillo Spirit, set healthy boundaries. 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. They're all on the same line as well, which I find to be interesting. 333 speaks about spiritual growth, right? And it speaks about expansion, and it speaks about birthing new beginnings. It is the Empress number. So I feel like you step in your power in the month of July, really. Hopefully this is like what you're coming through now throughout like June. We're really leaving June in the past. We're pretending June didn't even happen. It's okay. What was June? A blur, a blip. Don't know it, haven't heard of it. June 2021, didn't exist. Okay, we're in July though. Strength card with the 3 of Cups. It's almost as if you're getting to re-nurture those relationships you had with past friends or family members or anybody that you really neglected while you were stuck, for some, I don't mean to be rude, but stuck to a certain situation, to a certain person. Devil energy could be like stuck to, right? Clung to, codependent energy. You're getting throughout the month of July to a chance to really like nurture those relationships, to rekindle those connections for some of you. Or for some of you, if you're looking for new, find new. You start going out more, you start being invited to things more, you start picking up FaceTime calls more, you start talking to different people, to new people, because you're confident now, because you're comfortable now, because that is your karma. It's like, you see how the scales are balancing here? And while it sucks that this person, for some, you're like, yeah, let them get their karma. For me, because I'm trying to be as tasteful and tactful and respectful as possible, for me, it's like, yeah, it sucks that this person is now going through everything that they put us through collectively, but it's also really good for us to have learned this lesson and to come out the other side as the Empress. Strength card gives me Empress vibes, she who tames the lion, you know what I'm saying? So I love the energy of this reading. I know it's intense, but I love the energy of this. Let's see what the final card is in this spread. Oh, stunning! Hold on, it fell on the floor, and usually I don't take cards that fall on the floor, but I saw it before it fell on the floor, so I think it counts. Eek! And it's the Three of Swords in the reverse. Oh, it's the Three of Swords in the reverse. Now I love that energy because that speaks to me of you having learned how to let go, of you understanding that focusing on this person, for some of you the thoughts just consume you regardless and it's not something you can help, right? But over time, you're learning that it can't be your only thought. This thing can't be your only situation that you keep focusing on. It can't be. It's causing you too much pain. It's not helping you move forward in life the way that you'd like to move forward, right? So you're learning to drop it. You're learning to move on from it. And you're really genuinely doing the work. So throughout the month of July, it feels like that's what Spirit's gift is to you. And I love the idea of like, gifts not being legitimate material physical things you can see in the 3D reality, but gifts and blessings being of self-growth and self-awareness, which I know sounds cheeky and it sounds cliche, but this is really like a lifetime of healing that you will not have to go through again. You know what I'm saying? You're clearing out a karmic cycle to either start it over again, because the Ace of Cups is the middle card, right? It's in the reverse, so there's an opportunity here for it to go well and for the cup to turn over and for it to be overflowing with emotion as it once was, or there's a chance for it to completely end and you to move on better, stronger, happier, and with the kind of people and the kind of situations that are aligned to your life. That is why I love seeing this Three of Swords here in the reverse at the bottom of the deck, the bottom of your spread. That's stunning. What a read, my loves. What a read, my darlings. I love you. Wow. Wow. I did not expect this when I was like, I'm gonna sit down and read for their karma. I think we read them because I try to read for health, right? I don't want to read for filth. Sometimes I can get a little petty. Sometimes I can get a little bit overwhelmed by the energy, right? But I think that we handled that very respectfully and very tastefully. Will I be doing a their karma reading in the future? Maybe. Maybe not. But I enjoyed it. I think it was helpful. I love you guys as well. And it was very intuitive. And I love that my gifts are increasing. And I love that like this time out has been so beneficial to me because honestly, I was nervous to come back. Have to be real with you. Have to be real with you. I was like, do I even try? Do I go back? Yeah. So I am going to be introducing a thing to my channel, to my page, to the lives. Well, it's like YouTube specific readings, actually. I'm going to be doing something called a Ouija reading. I have recently been connecting with Santa Muerte, which I will explain in a few minutes when I like get off of live, cleanse the energy, and we start the whole new live. But I'm going to do a collective Ouija reading just to see what pops up collectively. I connect to Santa Muerte. I have been connecting to Santa Muerte since 2018, and I didn't even realize it until very much this week, but that is what it is. It is what it is. I've learned now, and so we've been connecting a little bit deeper throughout like the past week, past couple of weeks. And this spread, the spread called the Ouija spread just like hit me. And now normally I don't do like a set spread. I'm not the type to be like a Celtic cross or like a past, present, future reader. I just read the energy. But for some reason, this Ouija spread just like clicked. And I was like, I got it immediately. And so I was like, makes sense. So it's something that I can bring to my channel and bring to my platform a little differently. So we'll be using the Santa Muerte deck to get you a Ouija reading, and I will explain that. It'll be a collective one in the next live just for that. And then I'm going to do specific sign Ouija readings just for something different. But also I don't want you to be intimidated or scared about it, because it's not scary. I have the planchette tattooed on me, which makes a lot of sense. Like, of course I have a planchette tatted on me, and then I would be drawn to like the Ouija, of course. And then I also have a sugar skull tattoo here, but I can't show you it because I have a shirt on, so like makes even more sense. So I'm gonna get off, cleanse the energy from this karma reading. Thank you guys so much for your love and energy you've been sending me. Thank you for everybody for being here. Thank you for accepting me back. I love you. I'm gonna get off, cleanse the energy, and I will be right back to introduce the Ouija readings. Love you.